Pretty outstanding night the other night, scoring. You just want to talk about the game in North Carolina a little bit for you?
Thank you. It was a great game. Coach Law told me if they leave you open, make them pay for it. Teammates trusted in me. When I was open, they found me, and I was able to knock down shots for us.
How much confidence does a game like that give you? I know we've been talking about three-point shooting since before the start of the season.
It gives you a lot of confidence. Anytime anyone can go out there and play, that well, it gives you a lot of, Coach Will and coaches are proud. Teammates were very supportive that night, and it was just very exciting. And I wasn't the only one. I had people inside. Izzy was in foul trouble, but she came out and had a great game. And Dre hit threes too, and it was just a good team win for us.
Ariel, were they giving you the shot? And if that's the case, was it like, I've got to make these because if they leave me open, they're going to need to start covering me if I start making them?
I think so, but I don't think you think about that during the game. It's kind of like you're open, you shoot it with confidence, you let it go. It's going in, you just have that confidence. We do a lot of shooting drills every day in practice, got a good feel for the gym, and I think that's a great shooter's gym over there in North Carolina. So, just made shots.
How important was it to get that win coming off you had to kind of fight back in that first game against MTSU to kind of maybe sort of settle things a little bit in that second game before you came back home?
I think it was a good win for us. Anytime you can win on the road is a good win. And we talked about it wasn't the most prettiest win or how we wanted it to be, but Coach Williams said that she'll take an ugly win instead of a pretty loss or something like that.
How much of a revenge motive is there going into this game, if at all, after what happened with Chattanooga last year?
I would say there's some, but this is a new year. We're a new team, they're a new team, and they're doing some of the same things, we're doing some of the same things, and some different. Both of us have freshmen that are coming in and playing good minutes for us, and so I think it's going to be a good game. We're both going to scout and play hard for 40 minutes and just get after it.
Any scars from that game though last year that still are reminiscent and just maybe a little bit of a chip on your shoulder factor because of what happened last year?
I think it's something that's always in the back of your mind, but we're definitely not dwelling on that. That was last year. Like I said, we're a new team. It's a new season. And it's our first home game, and so trying to go out there and play hard for our fans.
Part of the shooter's mentality to kind of shake off a rough game for everybody at Middle Tennessee State and step up and be able to make those shots against North Carolina?
It was, shoot or shoot. And if you're in a slump, you got to shoot yourself out of it. And Coach Locke kept telling me if they're going to leave you open, you got to make them pay for it.
Ariel, Holly was saying after the game that she challenged you before the game to step up and really play. Now, she did similar things last year. Could you draw on your experiences with dealing with her and use that for this game?
I could, she definitely, like you said, challenged me in front of the whole team, and I'm a junior now, so a little bit older, and, take on that leadership role for this team. And so I just want to, step up and make her proud, make my teammates proud. I knew it was a big game for us, and we needed that W, and I was willing to do, whatever it took for us to get that.
What did she say to you, and how did you interpret what she wanted from you in that game?
She wanted me to play hard. She wanted me to do what she knows that I'm capable of doing and what I know that I'm capable of doing. She wanted me to push the tempo, get after it on defense, lead the team, be the coach on the floor. Everything that we've been working on up until this point, she wanted me to put it all together in one game.
And again, what kind of emotions does this seeing Chattanooga on the schedule at home kind of bring up from last year?
We're excited about it. After the North Carolina game, we're excited about that win, but we kind of, got back here and, had a day off yesterday, got our legs back, got to get refocused now and prepare.
Ariel, can you evaluate Mercedes' game at this point, 2 games in? And I'm going to ask you about both freshmen, but start with Mercedes if you can, just a little bit. And what she did in the first game, and maybe not as productive in the second game, but getting her feet on the ground a little bit.
She's doing a great job. To have a player at 6'6" that can run like she can run, and she has tremendous hands. Love playing for her. She didn't, it didn't show up in the stat sheet how she helped us Monday night, but just, her presence being on the floor definitely helps us, in all areas of the game. And Jordan as well, in North Carolina, she came in and hit some big shots for us. I think she played with a lot more confidence and, was more calm and poised post an MTSU game. So I think, it's going to take time for them to get used to this level, but so far they're doing a great job.
Has there been any eye-opening moments for them, do you think, in the course of those 2 games that they go, okay, we're at a different level here now?
I would say, just Big Monday, being on ESPN2, being on TV, playing in front of, millions of people watching, having a primetime game, maybe a little shocking to them. But, I tell them all the time, once that ball tips, it's just a game of basketball, and they've been playing that for a long time. And just do what you did to get you here.
And how big of a spark has Andrea Carter provided for you guys out on the court? She's hit some big shots as well this year so far.
Tremendous. I'm so happy to have her back. Her athletic ability on defensive end, to put pressure on the ball like the coaches want her to. She's done a great job at shooting the ball well this year and, pushing it in tempo. And if I, need a break, I count on her and say, hey, tag you it, bring the ball up the court for me, help me a few times. So great to have her back. She's doing a great job, and it's going to be a good season for her.
Ariel, when you go back to the Chattanooga game last year, and from then till now, how is this team different? How would you characterize the difference in this team now as opposed to then?
I think we have a different mindset. Last year we weren't very mentally tough, and we got hit in the mouth. It was kind of hard for us to bounce back. But I think this team has showed a lot in our first two games. MTSU down at half and being able to fight back. And I think our mental toughness is different, and just our whole mentality of wanting to be the best. The whole grind for nine motto is different.
Do you think this how much more experience do you feel like this group has compared to that one? When you think about, there was like maybe at least two or three kids who were playing much different roles in that game, and now everyone seems like they kind of know what they're, other than maybe the freshmen have an idea what's expected of them.
I think it helps, Drea and Bashar and Jazz, they're all older. They know what to do. They know what's expected of them. They know what it's like to play in a college game now. So from that, area, we are more experienced. And Izzy's been playing well, Sierra, Megan. I think everyone's just been playing well. We have great team chemistry, great camaraderie, and that, we're just trying to get better every day.